Before we begin, take a look at the title of this video one more time. It is not clickbait. It is not a marketing tactic. It is a promise. It is a guarantee. If you listen to what I am about to say, and more importantly, if you execute on the principles I am about to lay out, your current social circle will collapse. The phone calls will stop coming. The group chats will go silent. You will stop being invited to the parties and the hangouts. People you have known for years, people you call brothers, will suddenly start looking at you like a stranger, and then, eventually, like an enemy. If you are terrified of being alone, close this video right now. Go back to your comforting illusions. Go back to the shallow conversations and the fake laughter. But if you are tired of playing small, if you feel like a giant trapped in a cage made of other people's mediocrity, then keep listening, because the isolation I am promising you is not a punishment. It is a prerequisite for greatness. You cannot build a skyscraper on a foundation of weak, rotting wood. You have to burn the old structure down to the ground first. And today, we are lighting the match. You think you have friends. You don't. What you have are associates in mediocrity. You have people around you who are comfortable with who you are, not who you could be. Look closely at your circle. Why are they your friends? Is it because you inspire each other to conquer the world? Is it because you hold each other brutally accountable for your failures? Or is it because you enjoy the same cheap entertainment, drink at the same bars, complain about the same problems, and validate each other's excuses? Most modern friendships are not built on mutual respect and power. They are built on shared weakness. They are subconscious pacts that say, I won't challenge you to be better if you don't challenge me to be better. You are comfortable to them because you are predictable. You fit into the little box they created for you in their minds. You make them feel safe about their own lack of ambition, because as long as you are average, they don't feel bad about being average themselves. You are their pacing partner in the slow race to nowhere. Right now, your existence validates their lifestyle. But the moment you decide to evolve, the moment you decide to stop drinking their poison, you break that pact. You become a mirror that reflects their own stagnation back at them. And believe me, they will hate what they see, and they will blame the mirror. This is where the crab bucket mentality kicks in with devastating force. If you put a single crab in a bucket, it can easily climb out. But if you put multiple crabs in a bucket, as soon as one tries to escape, the others will grab its legs and pull it back down into the pile. They would rather all die together in the dark than see one of them reach the freedom of the light. Your friends are the crabs. Watch what happens when you start improving. When you start hitting the gym seriously, they'll say you're obsessed. Live a little. When you stop drinking and start building a business, they'll say you've changed. You think you're better than us now. When you set boundaries and stop letting people disrespect you, they'll call you arrogant or too serious. They are not trying to protect you. They are trying to sabotage you. Your success is a direct insult to their ego. Every step you take up the mountain is a reminder that they are still standing at want you to fail to prove to themselves that trying is pointless. They want you to come back down to their level so they can say, "See, we told you it wouldn't work. Come, have a beer." They will try to shame you back into submission. They will use nostalgia and the good old days as a weapon to keep you chained to the past. You must understand that their love for you is conditional. It is based on the condition that you never rise above them. So, when you start applying dark focus, discipline, you will naturally trigger the great filter. This is not a tragedy. It is a necessary biological process, like a snake shedding its dead skin so it can grow larger. You are evolving into a different species of human being. You are operating on a frequency they cannot even hear, let alone understand. You can no longer engage in small talk because your mind is consumed by big vision. You can no longer tolerate complaining because your focus is solely on executing solutions. The vibration mismatch will become unbearable. You will sit in a room with your old friends and feel completely alone because you realize you have nothing in common anymore except the past. This is the point where you must make the hardest choice of your life. You either shrink yourself down to fit back into their small world to keep them happy, or you amputate them from your life to save yourself from gangrene. You have to be willing to be the villain in their story so you can be the hero in your own. You have to accept that they will gossip about you. They will call you selfish. Let them. Their opinion of you is none of your business. You are not losing friends. You are losing dead weight. You are clearing out the clutter to make space for the empire you are about to build. This leads you to the inevitable destination, the void, the period of deep, profound loneliness. And I am warning you now, this phase is terrifying. You will look at your phone on a Friday night and it will be silent. You will see others out having fun, and you will question if you made the right choice. You will feel the urge to crawl back to the comfort of the crowd. Do not do it. This loneliness is not emptiness. It is an incubation chamber. This is ghost mode. This is where the real work happens. You need this silence to deprogram yourself from years of social conditioning. You need to be alone to hear your own voice clearly for the first time without the static of other people's opinions. In this solitude, you forge your character. You learn to rely solely on yourself. You learn that you do not need external validation to survive. You become dangerous because you no longer need anyone. A man who is comfortable in his own solitude is the most powerful man in any room because he cannot be manipulated by the fear of exclusion. Embrace the void. Let the silence sharpen you into a weapon. The weak cannot survive this phase. They break and run back to the herd. But the strong use it to metamorphose. By the time you emerge from the void, you will be unrecognizable. And yes, the prophecy of this video's title will have come true. You will have lost 95% of the people who used to be in your life. Good riddance. You paid the price of admission for evolution. Now, you operate by a new standard. You realize it is better to be alone than in bad company. You realize that solitude is better than fake solidarity. And here is the beautiful truth about this entire process. Once you become a man of value, power, and purpose, you will eventually attract a new tribe. But these won't be drinking buddies. These will be allies. These will be other lions who survive their own lonely journeys. Relationships built among the strong are rare, but they are unbreakable because they are based on mutual respect and shared power, not shared weakness. You will have fewer friends, but you will have better alliances. So, I ask you one final time, are you ready to pay the price? Are you ready to walk alone through the fire, to burn away the weakness? If the answer is yes, then say goodbye to your old life. The bridges are burned. There is no turning back. Welcome to the lonely road to greatness.